What's up, my YouTube audience? How are you guys doing? Today, I want to talk about something important, and that is the future direction of the channel, as well as most importantly, the stream. And I want to explain my thought processes behind them as well. Now, don't you worry, I'm not quitting Genshin. I'll still be streaming and making Genshin video. However, I simply want to talk about what is going on behind the scene recently. A lot of you might be aware of this, but I have been playing a lot of Lost Ark. I have over 100 hours logged in the game, and I've been playing 10 to 15 hours every single day for the past 5 days. A lot of you might know this, but Lost Ark is a really hype game at the moment, with a 1.3 million concurrent player peak on Steam and overtook CSGO's for second place of all-time concurrent peak player. For me, I'm not just playing Lost Ark because of the hype. I actually have been waiting for this game for such a long time. I actually bought an account 3 years ago on the Korean server and have been playing it, and then I moved on to the Russian server to play this game as well. And finally, when this game is finally coming to North America, I was so excited to be able to play with my active friends. You heard that right, I actually do have friends. Most of them are from my high school year, and a lot of us are into MMORPG. So Lost Ark is just the perfect game for us to play together. Sitting in a Discord call with over 10 people that you know for 10 years to goof around in a game is the best thing ever. And this is something that Genshin can never ever replicate. Wait, what the fuck are you doing? Wait, it's Queen! Genshin lack any kind of co-op element. On top of that, my friends are just not really into gacha game, which basically just means that I'm all alone playing Genshin when I could really just have a lot of fun playing with my friends. But there's still a fair amount of reason why I'm still playing Genshin. Most importantly is that I actually really enjoy the character and the universe here. When I see stuff like Yunjin's or like the Lantern Rite event, I just get reminded how beautiful this game is every single time. And even just recently, I watched the Yaemiko trailer and I look at the character and we're like, oh, these characters are so great. I really would love to see how they get developed in the future. But the other thing that keep me invested into Genshin is the figure crafting. Genshin actually have really good figure crafting. It has really in-depth figure crafting, and that's something I really enjoy. As you might be able to tell, I'm a person who really enjoy learning about math and then using that knowledge to do something about it. This is actually one of the reasons why I really enjoy Lost Ark, because that's all Lost Ark is. It's about learning the raid mechanics and then doing that raid mechanic in practical. And there's some really in-depth raid mechanic in Lost Ark that I'm currently showing on the screen, for example. With that being said, I actually originally did not plan on making any Lost Ark video at all. My original plan was actually to keep my entire YouTube Genshin focus and only Genshin focus. However, for my Twitch, I'm actually going to switch to Lost Ark mostly to be my active play game and simply play that. Mostly because, well, there's no way any single person can possibly stream Genshin for more than 15 minutes a day. I'll be honest, today I streamed the Genshin for say an hour, and it was honestly really painful and really depressing. Genshin is just not a streamable game. It's a game where you finish your daily content in 10 minutes, you do your resin, you do your daily, and then you just log off. Like, if you think about it, what am I actually supposed to stream on Twitch? Am I supposed to just stream the Tanuki event that take like 15 minutes to complete, and it's omega boring to play as well as omega boring to watch because you're just running around with this dumbass Tanuki everywhere. It's just impossible to stream on Twitch. This is the reason why pretty much every single Genshin streamer doesn't actually stream Genshin. Every single Genshin streamer pretty much just play another game after like say an hour. This used to be Apex Legend for all of them, and now a lot of them are playing Lost Ark as well. Back in the day, I would actually just stream Genshin once every week, or maybe at most twice every week, and I'll just stream for 3 hours, maybe run around, talk to my Genshin frog about the state of the game, talk about meta, talk about anime or something like that, and just call it a day. But unfortunately, this year I made a new resolution to stream more. I didn't know that by streaming more, I'll actually burn out on Genshin so much faster and just get to the point where I would actually hate to stream. And that's why my plan was just to stream Lost Ark for majority of my time instead, which is a game I can actively play and I already know I'll actively enjoy since I played on other server. And then when there's something that actually happened on Genshin, I'll simply play Genshin for that period. For example, either Abyss Reset or a new character coming out, for example like Yaemiko. and likewise upload the relevant content for YouTube. Now for YouTube, this is dramatically easier because if there's no content for Genshin, then I just don't upload any video. I actually don't mind it because, well, again, I'm not a full-time streamer. I'm not pressured to push out a video. I just upload a video whenever I feel like it, whenever I could. Which is like, you know, when I actually have something to upload, which is like a new characters or a biz run that I do for fun, and I upload it, and you guys see that video and you just click on it, and otherwise you just don't see any video and you just don't click on any video, and that's pretty much it. There's actually no changes for YouTube, and just mostly for my Twitch. And this is once again why I didn't really care to upload Lost Ark video at first, and I was just gonna make myself a Lost Ark streamer instead and continue uploading YouTube with my regular uploading schedule. On the other hand, I actually just don't care enough to upload video for Lost Arks because this game has been out for years on other region, which means that all the fear crafting that needed to be done is already done. If you want to know how to beat a boss, just look up how the Korean player did it, and you can just call it a day. At the same time, the boss mechanic are way too dang for me to actually make a video without putting in like too much effort, so it just doesn't really make sense for me to make Lost Ark video, and at least that's what I originally thought. The thing about Twitch is that Twitch have such a garbage discovery. Twitch work under a system where winner take all, and pretty much what that means is that giant streamer would just take every single possible viewer there is for that category, which basically means that if you're not the number 1 of your category, or number 2 or number 3, you're fucked. You would never ever get any viewer because, well, every single viewers would just go to the top streamer of that category, and they'll never, you would never ever get a chance to ever be discovered on Twitch. I know this because I hate to admit it, but I'm probably one of the people with a slightly higher viewer count in the Genshin category that put me in the first column or something like that. And especially when I'm doing something like when I'm doing actual content, for example like Abyss or character free crafting, then or KQM podcast, then usually I end up drowning out other streamer as well. And because of that, I actually actively try to raise smaller streamer, just because I know how shit the Twitch discovery system is. And when I first started streaming, I got a lot of help from Razor Ninja especially, actually, who rated me a lot, and I wanted to make sure that I pass that forward by rating a small streamer, giving them a chance to be discovered by people as well. I just think that's the right thing to do, but that's not the topic here. Anyway, at the same time, I actually start to see a lot of different people making Lost Ark video on YouTube as well. And when I say different people, I mean like people that I watch outside of Genshin. For example, one of these people is a Maple Story YouTuber named Coppersand, who I've been watching for a long time. Again, since I'm a huge fan of MMORPG genre for my entire life. And well, I actually have been playing Maple Story for the entire COVID summer, and so I start seeing him making Lost Ark video, and it actually got really positive feedback from his community. Everyone was like, yeah, Lost Ark looked really good, it's so excited, I'm excited to try, or like I'm willing to give this game a try at least. And I thought, hey, maybe this is my call to also do something similar at a chance of growing off the hype or something like that. If you think about it, it just makes a lot of sense actually. It's a game that I really enjoy and I really enjoy playing. It's a game at one of its highest point at its launch and it's super hyped, so it gave me a lot of opportunity to grow as a YouTuber and as a streamer. And most importantly is that all of those problems that I talked about with Genshin is eventually gonna catch up to me. Genshin is gonna get more and more dry. One day I'm gonna probably eventually stop streaming Genshin or making Genshin video. That day is eventually gonna come. I won't be making Genshin video for like 10 years, and so this is the perfect opportunity for me to branch out, which is why I tried making Lost Ark video. Now a lot of you might also be wondering, well, why don't you just make a separate YouTube channel and do it there instead? And to be honest, logically speaking, it actually doesn't make sense to make a second YouTube channel. There's a lot of study on this, but if you ever become a YouTuber, just know that it's significantly better to upload it on your main channel, even though it kind of ruined your main channel a little bit. I definitely know that it ruined the channel a little bit, because now instead of coming for Genshin content, you get content that you're not interested in and you're not really cared to bother to see, which is the Lost Ark content, and it kind of bother certain people, and I definitely know that. But just know that logistically speaking, it's dramatically better to do it like that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, I do know that, and it's mostly for myself. But if you're curious to know, with all the things that I have learned from making Genshin video, how to abuse YouTube algorithm and clickbait and stuff, and how to make a video that people will watch, it actually have been going really well. Here you can see that on one of my Lost Ark video, 70% of the traffic actually come from YouTube search. That means people are searching up a video that I have made, and then they found the video and then they click on it for the first time. So these are like, a lot of these are brand new people that are watching this channel for the first time, and a lot of these people actually end up coming to my Twitch as well. They're saying, hey, I found your video on YouTube, it really helped me out, and let's talk about it over on my Twitch as well, which is what they do. If you haven't been noticing, or if you have watched any of my Lost Ark video, you actually notice that I aggressively try to shout out that I stream on Twitch, because again, my main objective is not to make Lost Ark video, but rather just as a advertisement promotion to my Twitch channel, which is the reason why, again, I'm uploading it on my YouTube channel, because it doesn't make sense for me to sustain a second channel. All of these are ultimately just a giant advertisement for me to stream Lost Ark. This is one of the huge reason why, again, if you have watched any of my Lost Ark video, you'll notice that they are really short and really simple, because then I don't have to put too much effort into them. I simply do a very basic rundown of the stuff I want to talk about, and get people, get the point across to the people while achieving my objective. And so that's pretty much it. I'll be honest, I actually even now don't plan on making video on Lost Ark long term. Eventually, and probably will just once again go back to Genshin focuses whenever I achieve my current objective, which is promoting my Twitch for Lost Ark. Depending on how long that goes, or if that even is successful. Maybe the entire YouTube thing actually doesn't work out, and then, well, I pretty much have done it for nothing. But hey, at least I tried it, right? My current goal right now is just to see when the hype die down, and when all the Lost Ark giant kind of also die down, will I be able to get far in the Lost Ark category and what's up? Because again, streaming Genshin is just straight up impossible. Maybe even making Genshin video, to be honest, like Yamiko is just gonna be like 1 or 2 weeks, and then we have 4 weeks worth of no content. At that point, I won't again be making any video. And the good news is that by making Lost Ark video, I once again is able to find the joy of making video about learning and mechanics, and then teaching that mechanics to other people, which is the original reason why I started making Genshin video in the first place. So I'm not sure, we'll see how that goes. I will definitely try my best to keep the two as separate as possible. And again, I definitely know that people are gonna be bothered by this, but I really hope you don't, especially the people who are my long-term supporter and are here because of me. I make this video especially for you guys, so that you guys can understand what's going on, what's my thought process is. And of course, I appreciate you continually supporting me even over all of these. I did read some of your suggestions, for example, making the thumbnail a different style so that it is easy to distinguish between the two type of video, which I will definitely try to look into. Currently, I only have one Photoshop file that I use pretty much for everything, which is why every single one of my thumbnail look the same. But maybe this is a good time to try out a different thumbnail style. See how I can clickbait harder or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really just want to go through the thought processes. I'll probably be making a small amount of short Lost Ark videos still for the current moment, especially since the game just came out. So this is again the best time to do it, and I will definitely be doing that. But of course, I will continue the other stuff as normal. I'll be streaming about Yamiko tomorrow on Twitch. I'll be making potentially a day 1 impression and then a final follow-up on where Yamiko land based on meta. I'll be honest, I watched the Yamiko trailer today on stream, and it was really exciting. Seeing that the Genshin universe is able to achieve something like that just make me continue want to play Genshin again, and just make Genshin video again. So I don't know, it's kind of a love-hate relationship with Genshin. It's like League of Legends. It's like, wow, you hate League of Legends, but then you also love League of Legends, and you continuously go back to it. So we'll see how that go. To be honest, I do really like Yamiko design. I watched that trailer, and now I'll be honest, I can totally understand why people just impulse pull for waifu characters, because they're so waifu on it. But I will promise to make as objective judgment as possible on Yamiko. Definitely not correct 100% of the time, but I'm not gonna say Yamiko's most broken character just because, well, she's a hype character that everyone's gonna pull for, anything like that. In fact, currently a lot of the uncle told me that she is not very good, but we'll see. Maybe we'll be wrong and then she actually be really good, who knows. But with that being said, this is pretty much it. I just want to talk through my thought a little bit. I didn't script this video and I know it went in circle a lot, but I figured it would be the best to leave this video as genuine as possible. So I really appreciate it for you to listen to all my rumbling and stuff. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow with Yamiko, and as always, let me know what your thought is. I really appreciate the support that you guys have been given so far, and I'll continue as normal. I'll see y'all later.